Okay, so Jenna, we are live on the Facebook for the Clear Fork Publishing. And this is our first ever venture into doing an interview live. So thanks for whoever has decided to join us today. And so if you don't know who I am, I'm Callie Metler, and I am the owner of Clear Fork Publishing. And joining me is Jenna. And so if you can...
Thank you.
How are you today, Jenna?
For having me today. I'm so excited to be doing this interview.
Yes. Well, thank you for being our guinea pig for this. And, you know, Jenna and I talked about that we may sound absolutely ridiculous, but we're going to try it and just be goofy together.
Yeah, we're in this together.
So I met Jenna, I guess, about, 8 or 9 months ago?
Yep.
Probably. And she sent me this charming manuscript about a lemon shark, and I had never heard of a lemon shark. And I was just fascinated with this idea of this shark that was not aggressive and was actually kind of silly and wanted to make friends and be friendly, but his shark persona kind of kept him from doing that. And so, Jenna, can you tell us a little bit about how you came up with the idea of featuring lemon sharks? Had you seen a lemon shark in person before?
No. When I first got the idea for this manuscript, I knew I wanted it to be about a shark, but I didn't just want to say shark. I wanted to find a specific type of shark that was not considered dangerous to people. So I did some research, and I came across a lemon shark, which I had never heard of either. And lemon shark, it's really fascinating what I learned. First of all, they're not considered dangerous to people at all. They live in shallow water, and they're very curious. So if there are surfers around, they might come up and try to see what's going on. And they're known to gather around docks as well. So this shark really fascinated me because here he looks kind of fierce, but he's not really. And the only things on his menu are bony fish, mollusks, and crustaceans. So no people and none of the other characters that are in the book as well. So, and in case you're wondering, he's called a lemon shark because of the pale yellow coloring of the shark, not because he eats lemons. And I've gotten asked that question a lot.
Well, it would be a nice twist if he ate lemons, though. Well, and you know, one of the fun things about Finn is that when I read about Finn the first time, I really pictured this kind of, you know, small shark that was really kind of a little bit skinny, and I just really had this like definitive idea of what Finn was going to look like. And then we found the illustrator for Finn, Alexis St. John, and she mocked up Finn. She actually made a clay version of Finn, which I thought was just so awesome. And he was like this real robust, almost, you know, he had this just kind of like wide smile and this real robust persona. And it was like, well, of course he's robust. And of course he has this big wide smile. And he's actually kind of a little goofy.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. He comes across in this story as totally clueless. He doesn't understand why the other animals are afraid of him, and he misunderstands their intention. So when the sea turtle darts into the cave, he thinks the sea turtle wants to play hide and seek. So the way Alexis drew him really matches his personality without taking away what an actual lemon shark looks like.
Yeah, I thought she really did a great job capturing the encounters, and you know, you just can't help but love him and want these characters to like him too. And you know, you kind of find yourself rooting for him throughout the book, which I think is one of the charming things about the book.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
Well, I think you did it, and what you do, and kind of your experience as a writer.
I'm sorry, you just froze for 1 second. Can you repeat that?
Am I unfroze now?
Yeah, good.
Okay. So, can you tell us a little bit about yourself, Jenna?
Sure. So I'm from Connecticut. I live with my husband and our 2 wonderful children, and I'm prepared. These are our children, Tessa and Tanner. Can you see them?
Yes, I can.
Tessa's 9 and Tanner is 7, and they keep me on my toes for sure. And up until very recently, I was an educator. For over 15 years, I was in education. I taught kindergarten, I taught 1st grade, 3rd grade, and most recently, I was a library media specialist at a K-5 school. And I really didn't get into writing until about 3 years ago. Writing was always something I wanted to do. I knew I wanted to write a picture book, but it was always like, oh, someday I'll do it. And due to a combination of a few different circumstances, I finally decided to give it a try. And I definitely, last school year, I resigned from a job I absolutely love to leap and try to make it as a full-time writer. So that might have been a little crazy, but I'm really excited that I did that, and I'm loving it so far.
Yeah, well, I for one am very excited that you made that venture, because I have absolutely loved working with you on this project, and I'm so glad that Finn has been replaced with us, because he's absolutely adorable, and I think that it's great that you brought awareness to something that we didn't. You know, bullying is not really a new concept, but the fact that he's a lemon shark really is a new twist, and I hope that, you know, one of my dreams for this book is that after kids read the book, that they not only read the back matter about lemon sharks, that they go forward and they research them and want to learn more about them, and you know, that it kind of brings maybe some light to this kind of unknown shark, you know, because everybody loves a good shark story.
Yeah.
So, and Finn is not your first story, correct?
No, Finn will be my second published picture book. This past March, my first picture book came out. It's called Pixies Adventure. I'm going to hold up the cover. I don't know if you can see that. So Pixies Adventure was wonderful in March. Thank you. Through eTreasures Publishing, and it's about a cat named Pixie who's an indoor cat, but she's always been very curious about what it's like outside. So one day when her family's coming in, she sneaks out, and she starts off having an amazing adventure. She smells flowers for the first time, and she sees a butterfly, and she lets the grass tip her fur, and it's wonderful until thunderclouds come in and it starts raining and thundering and lightning, and that kind of ruins her adventure. And the rest of the story is about her finding the courage to head out in the rain and head back home. That story was illustrated by Carrie Lockwood Duty, and her illustrations are beautiful. She did a great job bringing the story to life.
That's very awesome. Very, very awesome. So, do you have a pixie?
I do. Our cat right now is named Pixie. It's really funny. I love my daughter named our cat, and I loved that name, so I decided to use it for the story. Although this didn't really happen to her, but her name, yeah, that's where I got the name from.
That's awesome. So what are you currently working on right now, Jenna?
Oh boy, I have a lot of manuscripts in different stages of completion. Most of them are fiction. I have one nonfiction. And I also just submitted a story for the Clear Fork Publishing's anthology that's coming out in October, A Hug for the World. So I'm really excited about that as well.
Yeah, I think all really excited about the A Hug for the World. Is going to be an anthology that features a lot of our illustrators and authors for the company, and they all proceeds will go to the Hurricane Harvey victims, because many of our authors and illustrators were affected by Hurricane Harvey, and since we are based in Texas, you know, I think that it's a really great project that we can all contribute to, and I get the pleasure of reading all these submissions and seeing all this artwork that's coming in, and it's just amazing, the talent that is going to be combined in one place for this book. And you can order it right now through the Clear Fork Publishing website. And we don't know for sure how much, all profits will go to it. So probably about 60% of the cost of the book will end up going towards the Hurricane Harvey relief. So
yeah, that's awesome. I just think that's amazing, and I'm just so honored that I'm able to contribute to something so important. And I cannot wait to read it, to see what everybody else thinks. I
can't wait to try it. Yeah. So right now, Finn is projected to be released at the end of October. And you can actually pre-order a copy right now on the Clear Fork Publishing website, and they will ship as soon as they get printed. And so we're super excited to add Finn to our library, and I hope that many people go and order and get to experience Finn and love him as much as we do.
Me too. And just when you see Alexis's illustrations, they have just blown me away. I can't imagine the story now without the illustrations that she's created. So, yeah, I hope everyone goes out and orders it. I think you'll enjoy it.
Yes. So we will be featuring a lot of our authors through these live Facebook interviews over the next few weeks. Having them on like Jenna, you'll be able to do that in the weeks to come, even if you aren't able to necessarily pick up the live broadcast. And I can't tell you how appreciative
Oh, you just froze again for a second.
Oh, goodness.
I think you were saying something nice and funny and I didn't hear.
Well, you know, this is what happens with small town Texas.
Oops.
But I was thanking you for coming and joining me today.
Oh, well, thank you so much for having me. This was a lot of fun. And I just want to add, if you want to find me, you can visit my website at www.jennagrodzicki.com. And I hope you'll subscribe to my blog, Kidlit Coffee Talk. I've featured several of the Clear Fork Publishing authors so far, and I hope to continue to do so. So thank you so much for having me today, Callie.